Guess who's back? Back again. Hi everyone, this is Tara from Tara's Traveling Paints. I'm back in the new studio. It's not completely set up yet, but I knew that I could get something done today. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm really excited to be here. It's a much smaller studio, yes. I'm really worried about spillage. I'm gonna have to get a rug to put in here because I don't want to. The beautiful wood floors. I don't want to. Sometimes it's hard to chase traveling paint. You know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about the camera setup, but I feel like that's as high as it goes. Got some painting put up. Got myself a little organized. Pretty darn organized, but the space is so much smaller. And but it's got great lighting, I feel. I'm hoping I'll be able to turn that down. Now, you're going to hear different sounds than you've heard before because we are no longer in the country right now, in case you don't know, in case you're just new here. Wayne and I recently moved to Rochester, New Hampshire. So it's a city. It's definitely way more populated than anything that I'm used to since I lived in Florida. However, we nailed it. You know how hard it is to go for an apartment and not know the neighbors yet? We nailed it. It was divinely gifted to us. It's quite the living expense change, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it all right. So it's basically a 1-bedroom with a bonus room. They called it a 2-bedroom, but this is not a bedroom because it has no heat source and no closet. That's what a bedroom's got to have. But otherwise, got big bay windows. I'm hoping to get some plants hung up over the windows and get some of that going on in here. Not to block too much light, but to really just improve the ambiance. I love plants. So far I've got a garden going, and we're doing the best we can with this weather. It goes in and out of being summertime. Now, Fancy is now a city dog, so you may catch her barking. She did not do that very much before. And but she does it, but not really like nothing extreme, which is good. She's a good girl. She just wants to be like, oh, what's that squirrel doing? And who's that walking that dog? And stuff like that. So we've been here for about 2 weeks now. I believe it's about 2 weeks. Maybe a little bit longer. And I'm working on getting everything broken down and put away. And yesterday I said I've got to finish up. I got to get, the art room was driving me nuts. So I got some more paintings hung in the bedroom and all that fun stuff. And the walls here are a little funky. Some of them are plaster. Really hard to hang paintings on plaster. I don't think any of my big gallery wraps are going to be safe on any of the walls. This here, I don't even think there's any studs in it. This was put up to make this a second bedroom, but it's now a studio because it's not a bedroom. There's no room for a bed in here. I mean, it would have to be... Yeah, no, this wouldn't work out as a bedroom. But it's working out beautifully for this, and we're going to give it a shot. Cat stand is in here as well, so we're going to have action from cats and dogs. And there's the cutie patootie puppy. She's probably going to bark at somebody. Let me give you a little heads up on the neighborhood. So, the neighbors across the way are fabulous. The neighbors upstairs are fabulous. The neighbors upstairs are fabulous. And the neighbor that has the studio apartment that's on this floor is fabulous. I have no complaints. None at all. I'm really excited about that because I've had a lot of strange experiences in apartment buildings, and I'm not a big fan of apartment living. This is going to suit us for this year, for sure. And we're just getting it done. So hopefully she doesn't go crazy. Are you not going to bark right now? Because you'll knock over my video. So, this is the other thing that I got going on. Because of the small space, this is far smaller. This table I'm working on is about this big, and it's the one I used to use for that big spinner that I used to dry on. The big table does not fit in here at all. So, I'm going to have to downsize my activities a little bit to be just a couple of things at a time. We had a yard sale last week, and I'm like, you know what? I need to start doing craft sales in the yard sales because there are a lot of craft fairs here year round, And I really love that. I'm actually able to find like how to apply and all that stuff. When I was in Maine, I had a really hard time with that. So now what I've got to do, because now the living expenses are crazy different, I've got to raise money to get to those craft fairs so I can start being a financial contributor to the household. And, you know, just because you do what you love, the money will follow. So I'm going to start doing little craft fairs in my yard. And I'm going to start making much more affordable things instead of just these big paintings. And I'm going to start thinking with the end user in mind so that I can generate the income so I can get myself into bigger craft fairs, into galleries with the bigger stuff and all that fun stuff. And I'm excited about it. So anyway, we got tins today. What? I'm going to show you the inspiration that was in my brain. It's okay. You can stay right there. I can step over you, girl. Of course, I didn't have it over here, but I was unpacking stuff and getting stuff together, and I just love these. And I got to finish them up. But I like the tray idea. Now, I did something really interesting with the tray idea. I put command strips on the back of a couple of trays outside my garden. Now I use a metal filing cabinet as one of my raised beds and a cubby from the Catholic, I guess it used to be, I think it's a girls' school now, I think it used to be an orphanage, and they had a cubby out there, and it was a nice big wood one with two beautiful spots, so I painted them both black and made them raised beds. And then I got some tins, put the command strips on the back, bam, bam, it looks so beautiful. I also put up my LPs along the railings, the LPs like the Rainbow series and whatnot, all along the railing, and it looks so beautiful, and people are just like, holy moly, you know, it's pretty cool. So I wanted to do tins. I'm going to do one tray tin, the small one, and since the bigger one has pretty good dents in it, that's going to be a hanging tin. That's going to be, so I'm prepared. I have 4 cups on it. I'm going minimalistic today, which I know is not usual for me. I like a lot of colors, but I really wanted to try to discipline myself because I know I have to be much more disciplined in the smaller space so that I can explore my amazing life. Okay, so what we got today, I have a white puddle. But I'm feeling it's a little thick. I think I'm gonna have to add water. With this white puddle, it's a heavy-bodied puddle. This guy here, with glue all. So I'm gonna have to add more water because I don't want it to crack it. And she might bark. That's Alex. He just came home. I have a spray bottle, so don't bark too much. She's doing so good. They have walking postal people, and the post lady was like, "That dog is amazing. She's so good. She doesn't even bark." And I'm like, she's pretty sure she barks at you all the time, but apparently she doesn't hear it because she's probably used to it. So, but when she barks at somebody, that I think that she's barking not because she's just being territorial, because I think she's trying to warn. I let her. I don't stop her. If it's somebody walking their dog and she's going ballistic, no. I don't need people being worried about walking their dog. She's got no bite in her, but got Amsterdam white here. Little cup. And Amsterdam black and Amsterdam pewter with Flotrol. So the first tray I'm going to do is I'm going really small too because I'm not going to have room to store leftover paints in here. Just not. Kind of crazy. Pewter. And those are about a half and half. Flotrol, a couple of sprays of water. I'm going to do, in the tray, I'm going to do a ring pour with a tilt. And then on the hanging tin, my goal, I really want to swipe, but it's been so long. It has been so long. I might do a bomb on it. Like a little, like the grenade painting. Just to, I feel like those are a little bit more predictable, and because I'm just kind of feel like I've been not doing this for so long, that it'll be better to kind of move into, and then I can get back to my swiping that I love. I love it so much. So, probably should put gloves on. Do you have a garbage can? I'm nervous. I'm looking over there like, what is over there that I need? I think I'm good. I don't have water with me. Hopefully I don't get super thirsty. All right. So, I'm a little excited about that idea, having the little craft fairs in the yard. I'm even thinking bringing the grill out and giving away hot dogs or something while I'm doing that. have a neighbor. She makes beautiful wreaths. Why not put some of hers out? She's got a full-time job, so it's hard for her to get to her crafting. She's like, I have to make some money. I'm like, you just start. You put the two you have on your porch out, and then you take orders. Like, oh my gosh, I love this. Could you make me one like that? Could you make me one with this? What about with the, And then she doesn't have to worry about mass producing a bunch of wreaths because it's paint. It's hard to mass produce, I'm telling you. But I can't help it sometimes. I get crazy. I really love to paint. So, I am hoping this is thin enough. Maybe I should add a little bit more water just to... I've got like a second mound in it, and I know if it's too thick, you don't want your base paint to be too thick. Like I said, I'm going very minimal, so I'm hoping that I have enough paint for all of this. I don't want to mix anymore. I'm very low on Flotrol right now. And I want to be very specific because I'm pretty low on epoxy as well. So I've got to start making sure all my stuff like to be epoxied, that stuff gets done. So I can move it about, I think that's all right. So I need to lean you in. I'm hoping I can get you right. You're okay, pup. I just got to get around it. You're okay. You don't have to skedaddle. Alright. Let me look. It's okay. It's okay. I still need to get a little bit more overhead with you guys, but I can work on that as I go. Right now, I just wanted to get back. I wanted to say hello. I miss you guys like crazy. It was a crazy move. Let me see. Okay, I'm hoping. I also, I broke my screensaver. And I had a backup one. Not a screensaver, a glass protector. I had a backup one, and my daughter was like, oh, your screen is not cracked. It's the screensaver. I'm like, what? So sure enough, I replaced it, and it wasn't the screen, thank goodness. But it's a privacy one, so I can't even see what you're seeing right now. Because as soon as it goes on an angle, you can't see in it. So let me go ahead and get a mound down. Get a mound down. Mound down. And get some fire. Hopefully enough. Huh. All right. So now I need a little cup because I won't do it right for her. Oh, I am really hoping I have enough paint made. So let's start with black. They're pretty good consistencies. Amsterdam white. I think I'm going to do 2 layers of color. Maybe I should go a little heavier than that. I don't know. Let's just see. I could maybe on the little bomb make a little bit more, but probably split this up into 2 videos. It really depends on if I have to make more paint. I could just pause it and then make the paint and come back, and then you wouldn't even notice. I think I can handle this. Okay. All right. Let me move this around. That's thick. That's way too thick. Not impressed with my stuff right now, but that's okay. I'm going to work it. And if it just doesn't work out, that's okay too. You know why? Because I can keep going. I can start again. So I have to say, guys, I don't know if you're new here or what. I don't know how much you know about the situation that I was in previous to coming to this studio. Let me tell you something. Having that stress of living with what we were living with gone has changed everything. I don't think that Wayne and I have had an argument since we got here. Maybe little bickerings, but certainly not the way we used to go at it. It's amazing to realize how much influence other people had on us that we didn't even know because we thought we were strong. And we are strong. But very, very small amount of arguing. And my depression has seemed to have taken a hiatus, which is really good. I have, like I said, I have started a lot of praying, and I am going to give all the glory to God. I'm telling you that right now. And he removed us from that situation because we needed to be. And I feel sorry for them, but there's not much I can do for them. I did everything I could to be a good person with them, and that was that. I just don't think it was in the cards for Gloria to be a decent human being. I actually think she may be demon possessed, to tell you the truth. It's so nice to wash dishes and not have somebody come up behind me and try to rewash them. It's so nice to fold my clothes the way I want them folded and put away where I want them. I mean, she would take over my laundry, and everything that she hung is something I would fold, and everything she folded is something I would hang. It was very annoying to have to redo it because she would not let me complete it. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, so I think I've done better with this. So I'm going to go ahead and squish this. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I don't know if I've ever done one so straight before. Oh, no, I just did a wiggly wiggly. That's okay. Ooh-wee. So hopefully this will get me to meet other local artists in the area. Maybe somebody else would want to put up a table with their stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. And just do it as a yard sale at first, you know. This way I can get into these better situations so I can get more people in front of my art. Yeah, see how, because that base is so thick, this is going to be a wonky ring pour. But I'm kind of excited about it. I should have put, this is really going to be weird. Okay. All right, I got to go over. I really do. I'm going to try to save it because I'm doing a bomb for the next one and I don't want to paint more. This may not turn out at all like I like. But I'm still going to go for it. Because just because I don't like it doesn't mean, you know. It's like my neighbors, and she was like, what do you mean you have redos? She was like, these are incredible. And I'm like, some of them I don't want. This is interesting. I don't know quite how I feel about it. But she's kind of like in the camp of Wayne. He's like, don't ever redo one. They're all perfect. I'm like, no, they're not. But the artist is generally harder on themselves. I am definitely easier on myself than a lot of artists are. Look at that. I got a bunch of paint in there. That actually is going to end up being beautiful. Because when I epoxy it, I put some diamond dust in it, you know? From Stone Coat. Kind of what I wanted minimalist. Interesting. But yeah, I really dig the trays. And they can be used as art. They can be used as a place you put your perfumes or drop your change when you get home from work. I just think it's cool. All right, let me hit it with some more fire. My allergies in this city are insane. It's called the lilac city, so I love the smell of lilacs, but I can't handle it in great amounts. And when those are blooming, boy, woof. And then there's maple everywhere. And maple drops a lot of pollen. But I'll be all right. Let's see if... Is there anything... Just want it to kind of dry nice and level. Now, we've come to a problem. Where am I going to put it to dry? Because the cat jumps on my table. Well, we'll have to figure it out. Lexi and I will have to get our act together with that. I'm going to put it aside. And hopefully she doesn't jump up here on this side of the table. All right. Ta-da! What did I say, a little bomb? Yeah, I've got plenty for a bomb. Okay. Now I really need to be sure that's Good. Because it was way too thick on the last one I just did. I hope I recovered it. So we finally got our grilling equipment so I can cook again like a regular person. We have a very small electric stove, and it's really wonky and I don't like it. So when the Blackstone showed up, I was like, hallelujah. Now I can get to business. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was much better consistency. Still a lot of air bubbles in it, but it's what it is. Let me get another cup. Oh goodness, I was like, oh goodness, where are my tacks? Here I go, getting paint everywhere. So I just got to streamline my business here, you know? I'm going to put this right in the cup at the bottom here, right? And I'm going to go ahead and pour paint till I can't pour it no more. It's gonna be good. All right. Let's see here. All right. I already had some set up, but then I went and put the roll of paper towels on top of the ones that were already, yeah, you know, I'm nervous. And again, I can't thank you enough for how incredibly supportive you guys have been. And how patient you've been, and I've done a couple update videos, and people actually come and see the update, and I am humbled by the beauty grace you have. I really appreciate it. I'm also going to start promoting my stem cell therapy patches on social media a bit more so that I can start earning a little income there to help with the endeavors. Because that is quite the beautiful thing. And I forgot to put one on this morning. Of course I did. If you're interested in learning about that, send me a private message. I'll give you an informational link. You check it out. You do your research. You do diligence. And then, boom. Okay, it's been a minute since I've done this. I think I screwed it all up. Okay, here we go. No, we didn't screw it up. Okay, let it set for a second. So I did the poured paint that was coming off the other one. And then I layered the pewter, the black, and the white. I might need that. Gotta get it out of the way. be nice if I move this so I can actually use the ones I peeled away already. All right. Oh. Oh no. All right, I got to start doing that. I forgot. Remember? I used to put the twisted T flats underneath, raise it up, and it would make it more level. Totally. Oh, hold on a second. I got one. Hold on. You hear my floors? It sounds like an old library or bookstore. It's so epic. There we go. Now we won't have uneven, except for what's already uneven about it. All right, you ready? Woo-wee, here she goes. I'm thinking of going to the Dollar Tree. You know those stick-ons that you can put? It would be a lot of money and like put a railing so that if there's any splashing on the bottom, I'm not. Oh, we got cells. Let's spin her. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. I'm glad I started slow and nice. Because I think I would have really failed on a swipe today and it probably would have been sad. And I don't want to be sad. Really don't want to lose any more of that. I really like that where it is. All right. I gotta take the gloves off, guys. I don't think anybody that's been here already before, have ever seen me wear them that long, unless I'm doing epoxy. And even then, I'm like, get me out of these. I don't love gloves. All right. I'm not 100% sold on it. However, it's not done. You know what I mean? This is artwork that's going to go through an epoxy stage. And I could add color to that, glitter to that. All sorts of different things will change about it. Based on just knowing that much. That, you know, this is an evolving art that's going to be okie dokie. All right, so pull it in there. Get this guy in. Put it right there. I'm and bring you in for a closer look. You ready? Excuse my sniffles. Not as bad as it used to be, though. I don't know why, considering me. Do-do-do.